Good afternoon from the Philippines at 12:05 on a Saturday. First of all, thank you everybody who's liked and subscribed and the comments you have left. I try to answer everything to my channel. Today's topic is going to be red flags of foreign men. You see all these bloggers say red flags of Filipinas. Yes, there are red flags on Filipinas. Yes, you all need to know that. But there's so many about that. Why don't they ever do a video about red flags on foreign men? That's the question. And if any of you have any answers or comments, please. And remember to hit the like and the share button and subscribe. Okay, so as we get on here, I'm not as good as Old Dog Paul or Mike's Philippine Retirement or Janet's Philippine Life with Janet or the Filipina P, but these are my opinions and I'm going to state them as I see them. I don't edit, I don't cut, slice, you get it as it comes. So anyway, red flags of foreign men. Red flags of foreign men. Are they here just for the sex? Are they here just for to stay single and the drinking? Are they here actually touring? What are they here for? I mean, you need to ask, as you Filipinas, this is more just, I guess, to them more than to the guys. But foreign guys, listen to this. The Filipinas are going to dig. They're going to dig in your social media. They're going to ask you all kinds of questions. They're going to ask you the same question 5, 6 different ways. They're going to try to trip you up. I'm telling you guys, be honest, be truthful, and you be faithful. If you're just over here to play around and play tickle with them, then you be honest with them. You can change out Filipinos like you change your underwear, but remember, you can't stay in that same area because they have a network. Believe me, it'll go out about you. For instance, now, have a Filipina friend. She married a guy. She's in another country. He flew her over there. She knew the guy for 1 year. She's seen him 4 different times, 30 days each. So that's 120 days. Decided, oh, I'm going to marry this guy. Was it long enough? Who knows? I don't know. I'm just going by what I hear. So now she's over in this country. I'm not going to say her name or the country. And got married in his country. Didn't get married in the Philippines. That way she can get divorced. Smart. She's thinking. The other thing is, now he's working in another country and he left her there with his family. In the beginning, he was supporting, sending money, had him get an apartment, her and her son. He knew she had a child. And he was all okay with that. So now it pops up that he's been sending money for the rent, for the food, for the electric, and all of that. But since the mother is now in his country and married there, which he only paid a one-way ticket, Filipinas, make sure you get a round-trip ticket to go back home to your family. Her family warned about going over there and marrying and everything like that. She didn't listen. She followed her heart, her love, and all that. Now they're stuck. Now he decided, I'm not sending the money. I'm not paying for the rent. I'm not going to do this. She has no job in this country. She's there on a visa. She has no way to get anywhere. She has no money, no funds. He controls it all. I'm missing a finger. He also threatened now that if she leaves, he'll kill her. Well, that's a threat. Advice to her was to get a hold of the Philippine Embassy, let them know what's going on. The Philippine Embassy will help them get back home, get out of the situations they're in. But now he decided he's not doing that. Social media, he said he forgot his password to his Facebook. But yet, nobody forgets their passwords. And even if you forget your passwords, you can recover your password or reset by knowing your last password you had, or they're going to ask you for verification. So, number one, lie. So the man has been lying to her for a while The only communication they have is on WhatsApp. And as a husband and a wife, if he truly loves this Filipina and wants to be with her, why don't you communicate more, like after your work, saying, "Hey, I gotta work. I gotta be to work at this time." You talk to her in the morning. You can talk to her at lunchtime while you're eating lunch, and you can talk to her after you come home, you having dinner. You know, Filipinos are like that. So now, as she digs and finds out, here he is on social media, being able to talk to others, and now he changed his status from married to divorced. Another red flag. It was the man true from the beginning. Don't know, have no idea. I only hear from one side of it. They met on TikTok. Like we tell you all, please get your boots on the ground. All this love on the internet and love and watching videos and seeing them on there, that's not the real person. Anybody can portray who they're gonna be. I can tell you I'm the sweetest guy on the earth. I might be the biggest a-hole in the world. But I'm gonna bait you and get you in and then pull you in. But now she's stuck in another country. Discussed over 2 hours this morning with this Filipino. And gave her suggestions. I Googled it, looked up and how to get a hold of the Philippine Embassy, the number, the address. She's like 30 minutes away. She has no money to get there. He doesn't give her no money. He basically has her trapped. She's there basically as a maid to his family and where she's staying at and him. He doesn't even have his own place. He lives with his family. And they all kind of treat her badly. But here she got a son back in, I would think, Manila, we'll say. And has someone taking care of her kid, making sure he goes to school. He's an older one and all that. Now all of a sudden, the money stopped. Bam. She's not working, doesn't have no income. Now she can't deal with it. What's going to happen? They're going to get thrown out of their place. Where are they going to go? Probably to her side of the family. Concerns, guys and Filipinos, always make sure you check in with your family, whether it's daily, twice a week, 3 times a week, whatever. Check in and let them know what's going on. Yes, the other family members where you're at, they will be listening. But if you speak your language and the guy can't speak Bisaya or Tagalog or Ilonggo is the other one here, you've got to be able to speak to other family. But the red flags of foreigners, foreign guys. Ladies, there's a bunch. They're going to tell you whatever they want to get you into bed. They're going to buy you things and all this. If you want to drop your panties, drop them. If not, that's your choice. I'm telling you all, take your time, whether you're a foreign man or a Filipino. Take your time. Get to know somebody. Old Dog said that he was with his woman for, I forget how many years. 4 or 5 years? 5 years or more. And until he pulled the trigger and getting married. He just did a video on staying single. Like he said, if he loses his wife, baby May, he's not going to go look for nobody else. He's going to remain single the rest of his life. Guys, don't jump into things. Ladies, don't jump into it. You're thinking, oh, it sounds so great. They're going to paint a pretty picture and all that. And then you're into this and you're screwed. You're married in the Philippines. There's no divorce. You have to go to an attorney. Gio did something on it and said you're going to cost you a lot of pesos. I forgot what they called it, but on Gio in the Philippines, Old Dog Paul did a short, and it shows what they have to do to get this divorce or whatever. That's what he did with Maya. Anyway, but like I said, you see a lot of things about Filipina red flags. They're going to, believe me guys, they're going to dig. They're going to go through your phone. They're going to, during the middle of the night, like Gio said in his, they're tapping his thumb on the phone while he's sleeping. And he rolled over. You have to watch the video. And he rolled over. What are you doing? Oh, nothing. I love you. And that was it. They are gonna dig. They are gonna pry. They're very jealous ladies. Once you have a Filipina, guys, believe me, set the boundaries right where you want. Ladies, set the boundary too. Not all that. Ask questions. Have a bunch of questions. Uh, Her friends on TikTok, her friends on WhatsApp, they all sent her things. Are you sure you want to do it? Are you sure you're going there? And to go there on a one-way ticket, no round trip, she should have told the guy, listen, I'll come over there, we'll get married, that's fine and dandy, but I have to be back here to my child. I can stay 2, 3 months, whatever. That's fine and dandy. That should have been the agreement. The ticket should have been purchased that way. Now here she is stuck in another country. Now she's worried about if her visa runs out, are they going to put her in jail? She needs to contact the Philippine embassy. So I don't know how many Filipinos watch this, but this also goes to a subject that needs to be done. Filipinos know where your Philippine embassy is. Make sure you have the numbers before you go. Get in contact. Tell them where you're going, the address where you're going, and who you're going to be with. That's just my opinion, but that's for your protection too. You don't know these guys. In America, you get their name, last name, first name, and their name or social security number. You can find out by the county they live in, the city they live in, and the state they live in. They have clerk of courts. You can go on the clerk of courts in that county. Let's see. Let's say Pinellas County in Florida, or what's Tampa? Tampa is it Tampa County? I don't know. There's so many different counties. Make sure you know the county of the town of the place you're going, and look on there. Go to clerk of courts in such and such county. Type it in there. Look. Type their last name, their first name, their date of birth, whatever, and hit the search, and it'll tell you, everything in their past. They might have domestic abuse, they might have drug charges, they might have grand theft, they might have child molestation. You don't know. It's there for your public viewing. Check it out. Don't be bashful. The Philippines doesn't have nothing like that where we can run checks. Guys are using Christian Filipina because Christian Filipina checks on them and has them make sure they send proof. I know I'm bouncing around a lot, but the red flags of foreigners, are they married? Are they just here for the fun and the sex? Are they here to be committed? Are they planning on staying? Are they going to retire here? You know? Don't worry what their bank account is and how much money they got. That's none of the business. Red flags to get you for safe dating. There's so many. I mean, I can't think of them all right now. I threw this together real quick to get a video out just to let them know and let Filipinas. And if it gets shared, it gets shared. My divorce video, through the roof, 23,000 views, over 23,000, 3,000 hours. That was just my opinion. What happened in my life. I'm going to tell you now. If I want to get in a relationship, be ready. Filipina's going to ask me what happened in the last one. Got to be able to answer. Be truthful. They're going to dig. They're going to look. They're going to pry. They're doing it not only to protect themselves. And they're always going to tell you OA. OA is overacting. Guys, don't be overactive. Just be honest. Be truthful. Be serious about it. And say, listen, I'm not here for a full-time, looking for a temporary girlfriend, but I'm going to tell you, you bounce from girl to girl. Word gets around the town real quick. So plan on moving. You plan on doing that in Cebu, you do that 4, 5, 6 times, believe me, your name's out and around there. You're going to have to leave. You go to Manila 5, 6, 7 times, maybe even in a bigger city. You're going to move. Iloilo, Bacolod, Mindanao, Davao, Dumaguete, any of these cities, Darwin, all of them. You have to understand, they have a social network. They're going to blast you on Facebook. They're going to blast you on these groups. They're going to put your picture up. They don't have to say your name, It's against the law. It's cyberbullying. You're not allowed to say names. You're not allowed to say nothing like that. That's like in my divorce video. I kept all the names private. A lot of you know me and have followed me before. You know my ex. You have seen her. You know her name. I'm not allowed to say that. Now you have this Russian guy. He's looking at 20 years from all the videos I've been watching. And Philippines is prosecuting, going to make an example to all the bloggers. Now the bloggers have to watch when they're videoing. When you go out, are the Filipino people saying, hey, I don't want to be on that video. That's against the law. Are they going to get you for that? Guys, red flags. Ladies, red flags. Not only on the Filipinas, but on these foreign men. Are they here for tickle? Are they here for commitment? Are they here to be retired? Or do they want to stay single? Do they want to marry? I've told all these young ones want to jump. Guys have to be careful. Filipinos have to be careful. It's not just one. It's both. You need to understand that. You need to do it. Sorry if this video gets long-winded. I know I jump around a lot. But always weigh your pluses and your minuses, your positives and your negatives. Understand, guys, you come here, stay single. Don't rush. It's out there. And it's not that easy to pick up Filipinos around here. Believe me, it's not easy. Because they all got burnt by one way or another from previous foreigners that used them. And it makes it tougher for the next guy. Guys, don't be doing that. You're going to come here, be respectful, do whatever. But don't sit here to abuse the people, abuse the women. Don't do that. You're going to do that, stay in your own country and do it. Don't do it here. These women have a tough enough life and all that. They just want a decent man, a respected man, a man that's going to love them and to be with them, and an assurance that they're going to be there. They're going to be there till the day you die, no matter the age gap. Me, like I said, anything 30 and below, 35 and up, different story, more mature. So what, they got a kid. If you're willing to step up and them kids are old enough, whether they're graduating college, graduating high school, that's fine and dandy. Always understand though, gentlemen, them children will always come before you in the Philippines. Just like in your countries. Kids come first. Not you. And you gotta be rated second. If you don't like that, you might as well stay single. I'm telling you now. They're gonna stay with their kids. Them kids can be 30 years old and be married and have family and all that. Their children will always come before you. So, ladies, I hope you're watching. This is gonna go out. I know Filipina P hasn't put nothing out for the Filipinas and everybody else, but they need to do this also for the Filipinas. I'm telling you, the Filipina is very nosy. They are gonna dig into every social media. Don't just ask them for nude pictures. Oh, let me see your panties. What color is this? What size are your boobs? What is your body figure? Guys, come on. Be respectful. Be decent. If you're gonna be that, go to Vegas. Go get a hooker there. Go to New York. Go get your hookers. Stay in America. I'm gonna use America. That's where I'm from. Get your hookers and your whores back there. Don't treat them like that. Yes, they have them here. They call them pokes. Don't do that. If you want to do that, go catch AIDS here. Go do whatever. Hey, you can do all that. You can go whatever country you go to. Remember, you are representing. These overseas countries are cracking down. They are tired of the foreigners abusing them, showing the poverty levels and all this. You can watch all these guys' videos. Please, watch them all the ones I said. They're all going to have input on different things. Old Dog's been here 8 years. Mike's been here, I think, 4 years. Married to Janet. Old Dog's married to Baby May. They all got YouTube channels. And another thing, if you're going to watch a YouTube, watch for the area that you're going to live in. Don't listen to someone up in Manila. Don't listen to someone in Mindanao. Don't listen to someone in Cebu. Get the bloggers that are in that area. They're not trying to promote you to come here. They're going to, and you can email them or find them on Facebook and ask them questions. They'll be more than glad to answer it. Just like I am. I'm more than glad. My email's out here. Hey, listen, you can get me on WhatsApp too. It don't matter. I had guys contact me from my last one. Okay, guys, this is going over 20 minutes. I'm watching the time, and I know I probably been cover a lot of things. But guys with red flags, ladies, be aware. They're gonna check on you guys. Understand that. Come over here with a true heart, and to be honest, and you'll have a better time. Philippine government is cracking down. Be prepared. Be ready. Do you want to sit and do jail time? Do you want to be blacklisted? Guys, that's up to you. I don't control you. I'm not controlling. I'm not a controlling person to nobody. I'm not going to control you. The Filipinos are going to be controlling. They got trust issues. You're going to have to deal with that. Do you want to deal with that? Understand, they've been burned. They've been hurt. They've been lied to. They've been told this. They've been told that. Guys, be ready. Filipinos, be ready. Have your questions and answers ready. All right. Have a good day. Good afternoon from Dumaguete.